And so I started out with like surveying the land. So like just seeing what I owed, like who did I owe? How much did I owe? When was it due? How much was I paying in interest? And I really wanted to get brutally clear about what was happening with my money from a debt perspective first. And just like you say with the compounding interest, like during that period, I actually ran the numbers. What is this going to look like if I keep just making the minimum payments? Just leave everything the way how it is, nothing changes, and just keep going. And the interest rate was astronomical. It was like, why am I paying you back twice as much as money as I borrowed? It was crazy. And that scared me enough to be like, oh yeah, we don't need to do something about this. Because I'm not about to give you, $70,000 for just regular stuff. So surveying the land was the first one to get really clear, intimately aware as to what was going on with debt. Who, when, where, why.
Can I ask you a question? So had you looked at how much interest was being charged on each bill before? And if so, like, so you just didn't even look?
Nope.
Unaware. So when you did start surveying the land and seeing the interest that was being charged, like, how did you feel? I felt really stupid. Like, I'm going to tell you, like, for real, I don't sugarcoat how, when I talk to folks about my debt in particular, like, I'm not ashamed of it, so I'm just going to tell you straight. Yeah, I felt really dumb because I had one bill that I was paying like $200 and something on, and I was literally paying, like, if it was $250, I was paying like $45 on principal. That is dumb money. Like, that is me giving you money and it's not even taking anything off of the debt. That's just straight up like throwaway money. And I mean, I'm gonna tell you honestly, like, I felt like I could do better. I couldn't believe that I had made this mess, because you see 29.99% and it doesn't click to you what that means. Mm-hmm. It doesn't click to you how much you're giving away in free money. That they make money. And I used to work at a bank, and I know they make buku's amounts of money, millions of dollars every single year, billions of dollars close to, when they add up interest and when they do late payment fees and ATM fees and all that kind of stuff. That's how they give away like bonus rewards. That's how they give away cashback money. Like, they have no problems giving you $1,000 to join their credit card because they're making $10,000 off of Jordan over there. So when you see the numbers and you look and you're like, I am never going to get out of this. Like, I am never, ever going to get out of this. And, it was scary. It was scary and frustrating. And I felt really dumb. And I couldn't believe that happened. And when I got to that point, you kind of have to look and be like, okay, I have a myriad of feelings about this debt. Stupid that I ended up here, embarrassed that, I have this much debt. I wonder what all my peers are thinking, because when I look on Facebook and Instagram and wherever, nobody else looks like they're in $30,000 worth of debt. They're going out and they're balling out and doing awesome stuff. I knew people who didn't even have jobs and they had nicer cars than me. And I'm like, who is giving these people money? So, you look and you think like, man, I'm the only one. Everybody else is doing fine. Everybody else knows what they're doing. And I'm over here messing this up. And so I got to that point, and I had to kind of spend a lot of mindset time to think about it and be like, okay, so how did I get here? Like, why am I here? And sometimes I don't tell people to do that. It just depends on how you feel. Like, if you're in the mindset where you're trying to learn and you're ready to move forward, then I'm always like, yeah, think about it. Like, what did you buy? What did you get? What did you benefit from? How did it help you? If you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I hate my life and stuff, then don't bother looking, just attack the debt. But for me, I needed to kind of be like, okay, so I had to get somewhere to live. I bought some furniture. I did some of these things. It wasn't bad, stupid stuff. It was just living, and I can do a better job. And, I had to stop with the idea that debt is the most awful thing to have ever happened to you. You are an evil, stupid sinner type, you're enslaved by your debt type thing.
And I'm like, debt is something that we have. You needed something. Someone trusted you enough to lend you money to do it. You benefited from whatever it was, whether it was a cheeseburger or student loan or whatever it was, you got something for it. And now we are standing up to our contractual obligation that we said we were going to pay you back with interest. So I am owning up to that. Maybe you didn't know the interest was so bad. Maybe you didn't know that it was going to affect your life this much. Maybe you didn't know it was like robbing from your future paycheck. You didn't know that at the time, but you know it now. So, okay, so what are we going to do now? Are we going to sit in it and just be like, whatever, I'm just going to let this overtake me? Or are we going to do something? And that kind of got me to the point where, okay, so yeah, I did it. Yeah, the terms weren't great. Yeah, I probably should have known a little bit better. But you know what? I did the best that I could in the time that I did with the information that I had at the time. So now, let's pony up and do some better. So